Hey, what is up, you guys? My name is Sergio Program. I'm coming at you live from Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm fighting a bear. If I sound a little bit more frustrated than usual in this video, it's because this is probably my 100th attempt at doing this. And the last attempt, I did it all the way, and my recording fucked up. So now I'm coming at you, doing it again. I'm sorry, not making videos. Excuses. School, that's an actual legit excuse. But right now I'm on vacation. I'm fighting another bear. And so I have time to make this video, and the topic of this video is gaming of 2014, you know, my thoughts of 2014, of gaming as a whole. And man, was this year just a weird one. This is a weird period in gaming we're in right now. I mean, all I pretty much have to say is it's the year of the flop, the broken games and the unfinished games, and to be honest, it's a little bit weird and a little bit troubling to see just so many disappointments, so many unfinished, so many broken games like Watch Dogs, Destiny, Elder Scrolls Online, the Master Chief Collection. It's definitely a troubling time for gaming, at least for right now, at least for a couple of games. What I want to start off with is, with so many games fucked up this year, so many game developers had the fucking ball in their hands and dropped it and apologized for everything. I mean, the Watch Dogs debacle on its own is something fucking amazing to experience, or to at least watch. It was an experience to watch it unfold, is a good way I'd say it. I mean, last year, they brought the hype to E3. They said this, you know, everybody was fucking hyped. They're like, oh my god, Watch Dogs is gonna change everything, which no game usually changes everything, but some do. But everybody was like, Watch Dogs is gonna fucking bring it. Watch Dogs, Game of the Year, getting fucking awards with Destiny. And what happens when Watch Dogs is about to come out? It gets delayed with the PS4, or no, it gets delayed. It had like bundles and shit with the PS4, but it gets delayed. A lot of hype. Plenty of hype is lost with this game being delayed, and when it comes out, nobody's fucking talking about it. Why? Because the game is shit. The game is not good. The game is not what they showed at E3. And these guys look weird just standing by themselves. But one of the biggest complaints was the graphic drop. And the controls. I mean, all of it's just shit, pretty much. The game, it has a very boring plot and characters. I mean, what I played, it's not good. It's not a good game. At least from what they showed, it's not up to par. And it's weird what they're fucking pulling with the graphics card not looking, or the graphics card, I keep saying card, but with the graphics not being on par to what they showed. And then somebody goes digging through the files and finds a file labeled E3, and when you use it, it's the graphics that were used in the trailer shown at the E3 in the previous year. That's pretty fucking shady, and nobody cares because of how bad the game was. And it's just, what the fuck's going on, dude? Why the fuck would you do that? You had this game hyped throughout all the years, and then you just lose the hype. Same thing goes with Destiny. Destiny's getting fucking award here, most hyped game. And then what happens when it comes out? It's not what everybody thought it would be. And I might die here because this part's hard. And personally, I bought Destiny. You guys see in my last video, that's the gameplay in the background. And to be honest, I kind of regret buying it. Like, I don't even want to play it that much. I beat what they called a story mode, which really isn't, to be honest. It's not story mode, there's nothing in there. And then I just get to replay the same 4 or 3 missions over and over again on higher levels, like an MMO. But the problem is that I don't consider it an MMO because it doesn't have enough variety, or not enough content to be an MMO like, let's say, World of Warcraft has. You don't get enough enjoyment out of it. And then right now, Bungie's going through the same fucking debacle with them releasing DLC and pretty much cutting their player base in half, because some people have access to this now, which what they once have access to, and they don't anymore. And they're pulling some real Capcom shit on us, and it's fucking weird. And I don't know, Destiny. It's surprising, you know. Welcome back to this, or whenever they were showing it at E3 last year. we have this MMO RPG like you've never seen before. You know, it's some real cool shit. And then when it comes out, you got loading screens up the balls, taking forever for I don't get why. And they're finding something back here. And then you have it's just not, I don't know. What's in Titanfall? Titanfall was another one. Titanfall was a system seller. Like before the game came out, everybody was buying Xboxes for Titanfall. That's what it was for. And when it comes out, there's what, 3 game modes. It's only 6v6, and it's fucking littered with bots. Nobody wants to fucking fight bots. People want to kill real people because of the satisfaction of knowing that you killed somebody. And there's no story mode, which you can't really fight it on. That's a game. That's the developer's choice. But when you try to implement a story mode into the game through multiplayer, like what Brink did, no, you don't try to mix the two. They're separate. It's impossible to mix the two. Excuse me, I just burped. And when you waste my hard drive space, for 45 gigabytes worth of fucking audio, no thanks. I would have just been happy with the multiplayer, which is one of the most lackluster multiplayers of this year. And what Sims 4. Sims 4 was 1 step forward and 30,000 steps backwards from Sims 3. How do you not have a fucking pool and babies in... Oh, I'm dying here. I'm fucking solo level. Don't focus on the gameplay. Focus on the commentary. But how do you have a Sims 4 have almost no content to its counterpart Sims 3 or Sims 2, which almost had more than what Sims 4 had? Biggest thing Sims 4 had, graphics upgrade, and you can make your character look like a fucking ugly ass freak or a fucking beautiful goddess or whatever. Elder Scrolls Online, again, another broken game that just... What the fuck is this? Hold on. Like I'm saying, Elder Scrolls Online, a fucking broken game that didn't fucking it just like the Master Chief Collection, straight out the gate, fucking broken servers, getting kicked out, trying to join in. A Blizzard I mentioned earlier, Blizzard that's been here for 10 years, providing us with one of the greatest MMO RPG experiences we could have. Try to release the DLC content. You have fucking server waiting time, 50 hours, 5 days, a month. And then when people get in, they get kicked out immediately, wasting their time. It's just... And then companies using the bullshit excuse saying, oh, sorry, we couldn't handle the load time. What do you mean you couldn't fucking handle loading time? You're this big of a company. You have this big of an IP going out with whatever. And you're telling me you couldn't handle the load time? You have Bob running down to the Staples Center buying you fucking servers, plugging them in at the same time? It's scary and weird seeing how this industry is going in what direction. It's not a good time right now. I mean, one of the most games I was hyped for this year, The Evil Within. I mean, the game's not bad, but man, the game's so fucking flip-floppy. I'm trying to enjoy the game. One game, it's fucking a nice, creepy game. It's stealthy, and then it immediately fucking throws you down a well, and you're in this super action mode. And then it just keeps doing that throughout the whole game, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, one of the you are one of the games I was most looking forward to, and you didn't fully disappoint, but you made me regret wasting my $60, which is not a good thing to make me want to regret. And I've live streamed it a couple times too. I mean, it's not a bad game. It's just it's hard. It's hard, and it's weird seeing so many games going pretty much under my radar that are excellent. The game I'm playing to you right now, Dragon Age Inquisition, I didn't know about this game until maybe a week or 5 days before it was coming out, and I bought it. I used whatever money I didn't have, or I used whatever money I had that I didn't have that I wasted with other games, and I'm barely 13 hours in. And this game is fucking amazing. This game is a must-buy. This game is great. And it's even funnier because 2 weeks later we have the Video Game Awards, which is a fucking improvement from last year's bullshit experience. And this game won Game of the Year 2 weeks after its release because of how shit pretty much all the games that came out with this year were. And it's weird, man. Like, a good topic for this is Nintendo. Nintendo has been tailing the fucking game industry for the past 2 years, pretty much only releasing Pokemon and the same Super Mario Brothers Wii game version 40 times over. And this year they came in fucking hard. People don't want to say they exactly came in hard, but compared to most companies, they fucking came in good. They had games like Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, Super Smash Bros. Wii U and 3DS, which is a fucking great game, Mario Kart 8, Bayonetta 2. These games are great, and their quality between all of them is keeping up. It's good. And they don't exactly make the most millions of bucks that these other shitty games are getting because of their name and the hype built around them. But the quality of these games are good. Nintendo is, for the most part, getting on with this whole idea of the internet, of how gaming's supposed to be, and they're showing all these other companies up. And it's kind of weird seeing it. I mean, and Nintendo's really been at the back end of this line for the past 2 years. And man, it's good, and there's a reason to buy a Wii U now. Like the Wii U and 3DSs were jokes when they came out. I'm sorry to say that, but it's a fucking joke. And then you have games like the Super Smash Brothers for both of the consoles. You have Pokemon for the 3DS, and then you have Mario Kart 8, which is a fucking great game. And the reasons to buy these consoles, unlike how Titanfall, everybody bought a console for it, and pretty much, I wouldn't doubt, probably regretted it after buying it. It's just, and there were I think I already said this, but there were so many games that went under my radar, almost had no production, almost had no advertisements that I've seen. I mean, Dragon Age Inquisition, I pretty much didn't know about, comes in, I buy it, I'm in love with it, one of my favorite games next to Smash Brothers. You have Far Cry 4, even though Far Cry 3 did amazing, and Far Cry 4 definitely had some hype around it, I almost heard nobody talking about it. I saw one commercial, maybe played 3 times before the game came out. That's about it. And when the game comes out, the game's fucking great. I have it. It's fun. It's Far Cry 3 with a better looking thing and in the snow. It's weird seeing this because I heard nobody talking about it when it came out. Almost saw rarely any people playing it, and yet it's a great game. Pretty much the good games this year went under our radars and were remasters, like GTA 5 remastered, Last of Us remastered. Like it's sad to say the games that came out a year ago are better than the games that came out this year. At least most of the games, and it's weird, man. And South Park Stick of Truth was good. Walking Dead Season 2 Telltale Games was good. And it's fucking stupid the way these companies are dropping the ball. They're coming into E3 with their big huge dicks, thinking they know what they're doing, fucking laughing it up, and then next year comes by, they're like, oh fuck, we're not gonna meet the dates. Fucking doesn't matter. Throw the game out. We're gonna lose money if we delay it. Fuck yeah, you're gonna lose money if you delay it, but your reputation's gonna get ruined, and you're gonna have a shitty game that everybody's gonna shit on, and nobody's gonna want to play. These companies, they don't know what they're doing anymore. It's Ubisoft. It's weird seeing Ubisoft fuck up on Watch Dogs, one of the most hyped games, and then do excellent with Far Cry 4, which a lot of people wanted to play, but you didn't advertise as much as you did as that fucking glitchy piece of shit Watch Dogs. And it's sad. I've said this plenty of times, but it's sad seeing the industry going this way. And I hope that these companies get on the ball and fucking stop fucking up their games and throwing them out like they can. Like Borderlands, the pre-sequel, is a good reason. Like, I mean, this is a whole another conversation with Gearbox whoring out their only good IP, but they're just trying to rake in with the money. It's not good the way these industries are going. And hold on real quick.